Bitcoin has always maintained its godfather status in the cryptocurrency market, and even today, it is the largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, which means that a lot of investors are actually interested in the coin, and the prices went way above $60,000 this year. And that is insane, especially considering the fact that just a decade ago, if you were to tell that Bitcoin will cost $60,000 in the future, nobody would take you seriously because people were quite skeptical about the cryptocurrencies back in 2009. Let's discuss the prices for Bitcoin then. Hey, welcome to Moneymaker. Moneymaker is a channel dedicated to helping others become financially independent through cryptocurrency trading and investing. The FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early, is our focus. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more content just like this one, and drop a like for the video if you are excited about Bitcoin being the future of currencies moving forward. With all that done, let's talk about Bitcoin then. We witnessed huge ups and downs with the cryptocurrency market this year, all thanks to the media attention that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin were receiving. Especially Elon Musk's tweets had a considerable impact on how we see cryptocurrency investments. Bitcoin was released way back in 2009, during a time when we had the financial recession of 2007 and 2008. The reason why Bitcoin was created is because of this financial recession that forced so many people to quit their businesses, and so many people lost their houses and all of their wealth. Bitcoin primarily works on the proof-of-work algorithm, which requires miners to solve complex mathematical puzzles using high computing power made possible by specially built computers for mining. Miners are also responsible for running the network, and they will be rewarded in Bitcoins. These miners are also responsible for verifying transactions in the blockchain. The year 2021 will be remembered as one of the best years for Bitcoin, considering the fact that Bitcoin reached a record high of $63,000 and above in terms of its price, and this is something nobody could imagine way back when Bitcoin was launched. The investors' interest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is only increasing as the days pass by. Today we have more companies accepting Bitcoin payments, and we also have several companies that are investing in Bitcoin, which should be positive news for a lot of investors like yourself. Bitcoin is not controlled by any central entity because of the fact that the entire network is decentralized. The stock market crashed during the beginning of the pandemic, and investors were looking for an alternative investment to hedge against inflation and market fluctuation, and many of the people were turning to Bitcoin for the same reason, and such an investment from so many investors will facilitate the adoption of cryptocurrency at a much faster rate. The pandemic situation has forced us to transition to a completely digital environment, whether it be our office meetings or our colleges and universities. Educational institutions are now switching to complete digital means for classes through video conferencing and pre-recorded classes. According to Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, the pandemic has improved a lot of digital services, which would have otherwise taken more than 2 years to reach such a progress in the digital space. And this is a piece of very positive news as far as digital payments and digital currencies like Bitcoin are concerned. Today, more people know about cryptocurrencies than ever before, and there are a lot of investments coming from all over the world. We have so many new projects in the cryptocurrency space as well. Even after more than a decade of existence, Bitcoin still does not have a strong competitor. This is mainly because people buy Bitcoin as a speculative asset, and they also make these investments to hedge against inflation and also as a store of value. The primary goal of any investor by investing money is to make more money, and buying Bitcoin as a speculative asset means that you buy it today for cheap and you sell it when the prices are really high. Market fluctuations are extremely common in the cryptocurrency world because of the fact that cryptocurrencies don't have any intrinsic value, which means they are not backed up by tangible assets like gold, and their value keeps on fluctuating depending on what people are willing to pay for them, and also depends on the market sentiments. So yes, you could say that most of the value of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is derived from the hype surrounding it. Bitcoin investments do have a lot of advantages. The overwhelming performance of Bitcoin this year, both as a currency and as an investment, has attracted both traditional and institutional investors alike. Bitcoin is one of the most liquid assets due to the worldwide establishment of trading platforms, online brokerages, and exchanges. This means that you could actually trade Bitcoin for cash or assets instantly with extremely low transaction fees. So many investors invest in Bitcoin because of the high liquidity associated with Bitcoin, making it an extremely good investment if you're looking for short-term profit, even though nothing is guaranteed with cryptocurrency investments because of the fact that the entire market is extremely volatile. We cannot deny the fact that digital currencies are a really good investment for the long term because of their higher market demand and the way how our lives are transforming to be dependent on a completely digital world. The government regulates every centralized currency that we use, and these governments control the supply of these currencies, and they can control inflation as well. But Bitcoin is immune to inflation, all thanks to its limited supply of 21 million tokens. With this limited supply and high demand, you can also expect the prices of Bitcoin to rise even higher. The blockchain technology that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are based on is a tried and tested method for digital currencies, and today, blockchain technology has got so many different applications. You also need to keep in mind that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trading is relatively new, and the market still has a lot of work to get done to bring in more investors. Yes, Bitcoin has been around for more than a decade, but that does not mean that investors fully understand how cryptocurrencies work in general. Most investors in cryptocurrency are millennials, and this particular generation knows technology really well. And moving forward, the coming generations will be more interested in a decentralized digital currency, and the future looks really bright for digital currencies like Bitcoin. As we mentioned earlier, cryptocurrency investments are extremely volatile, but at the same time, this volatility is also the reason why people make a lot of money with Bitcoin, which creates more opportunities for massive gains. Bitcoin trading is also something you can consider, but it's highly risky, yet it's really simple to do because all you need to do is buy or sell Bitcoin from exchanges and place them in your wallet. But not everything is good with Bitcoin investments either, just like everything else. Many consider Bitcoin to be the future of cryptocurrencies. But Elon Musk thinks otherwise because the proof-of-work algorithm that Bitcoin is based on consumes a lot of energy. This is exactly why Tesla discontinued the Bitcoin payment option for their products. When it comes to prices, Bitcoin has been floating at around $30,000 to $40,000 for some time now, and by the time you watch this video, the prices of Bitcoin will be a completely different one. That's how volatile the cryptocurrency market is. The cryptocurrency market is a very exciting place to be, thanks to so many other projects that are trying to solve the issues with Bitcoin, especially the scalability issue, which is really important to address if a currency is looking forward to being accepted worldwide. When you look at the price predictions, according to Trading Beasts, Bitcoin will likely cross $70,797 by the end of 2021. Bitcoin price forecast for the year 2022 is predicted at $87,500. For the year 2023, the Bitcoin price will cross $96,000. Bitcoin could trade with a minimum price of $70,000 and a maximum price of $100,000 in 2024. Bitcoin price prediction for the year 2025 seems to be bullish, with Bitcoin reaching an all-time high of $100,000 to as much as $400,000. But cryptocurrency prices are generally very difficult to predict because of the price volatility factor in the cryptocurrency market. Let's say that you have already invested in Bitcoin and you feel like you lost a lot of money. But the truth is, if you hold on to your investments, you could actually sell it off if you really want to when the prices reach record highs once again. You will only lose your money with cryptocurrency investments if you decide to sell your cryptocurrency assets for less than what you bought them for. Still, if you're holding it, you're not actually losing anything, and you will be rewarded because of your long-term investment. At least this strategy created many Bitcoin millionaires. So to sum things up, Bitcoin is still the godfather of cryptocurrencies in the cryptocurrency market, and the Bitcoin's current adoption rate outpaces that of the internet way back when the internet was first launched. Initially, people were highly skeptical about the future of the internet, and look at where we are today. We think the same about Bitcoin, and a final note, this video is meant to be informative content and should only be viewed as such. This is not a financial advice video, and any investments that you make with cryptocurrencies must be made at your own risk, because the market is extremely volatile and anything can happen in the cryptocurrency market. The personal decision of investing in Bitcoin will boil down to your appetite for risk and your perspective on the future of digital currencies as a whole. With that, we have come to an end with our video. What do you think about Bitcoin? Are you going to buy Bitcoin at its current prices? Let us know in the comments section below because we would love to hear from you. Drop a like for the video if you think digital currencies are the future. Subscribe to the channel for more content just like this one, and while you're at it, turn on the post notifications so that you get notified about our brand new uploads every time. That's about it for today. Catch you in the next one.